Hello and welcome. My name is Maffoo and this is Wonderland. I am putting down my fancy floor. Hey everyone, this is basically what we're working on today. And as you can see, there's a lot to do. It's inside of a barn. There's going to be a cool machine here. There's going to be lots of nice decoration and stuff. But right now is just a barn with an uncompleted wall or two and a floor. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We've got some things we need to gather before we can start building. But thankfully the floor's almost done. And I really like this sort of checkerboard pattern that we got here. I think it will look really nice for a sort of like industrial floor. Yeah, the walls need some work, but it's okay. We've got something in mind for these two walls. It'll be a little bit similar to the rest of the building. But I think it will look nice. It will make this look less empty and bare so that when we're coming up the path down there, we'll see it and it will look cool. But we do have a lot of resources to gather to finish this thing off. I'm hoping it will come together well. Might also need to redirect this path because I mean that's not much of an entrance really, is it? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But for now, we've got the floor in, and we'll go off and start getting the resources together to finish it off. These places are so cool. So basically, I'm just here because I need to get some dripstone. So just harvest some of this. Thankfully, it's not too deep and dark in a cave that I can't see and it gets scary like down there. Spoopy. I'm not sure exactly how many of these I need, but I think if we just harvest everything that's here, let's ruin the natural scenery, why not? I think that will do nicely. How much have we got so far? 32, that's not going to be enough, I don't think. I think maybe a stack might be sufficient. It's such a cool, like, generation. Look how nice that is. I kind of want to go down there and play. Play with the bats. Oh, if you're wondering why there's no mobs on, by the way, or no things trying to murder me right now, we've actually got a mob switch, which I've kind of forgot was turned on. That's not a problem. At least it's not bothering me. That's good. Because the world is on hard. So many dripstones. Go on, we'll finish off another stack. Why not? Ow. Now I'm back at my base to try and see if I can put together some shulker boxes to hopefully cover most of what we need. I know there's going to be a lot of dark prisonery. I don't think we have. Okay, that's very limited supply. I'll put a pin in that one. I know also we're going to need a lot of mangrove. I don't know how much of that I have either. That might be enough. We'll have to see. Okay, so part of what I need is some of the new copper blocks, which I've got enabled on here. So that would be, you know, the copper grates, which I think are really cool. These, I think we need a couple of these even. A couple of the new bulbs as well, which I don't have on hand, but I'll get the things together to craft those. But something else I know I need is some of the copper trapdoors, and I think I need quite a lot of them, and that's just the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals probably ever. So yeah, I think we might need to pay a visit to the copper farm and then probably wait a while for it to all age to the right level. I'll make what I can now, and then and then I'll do the trapdoors. Oh dear. All of this copper, all of this here, is just to make the trapdoors I need. There's a crazy amount of copper. It's not even going to make that many trapdoors. This is a really daft amount of copper. Like, the trapdoors are going to be really pretty, I know, but Jesus. Goodness me. Right, I just gotta start collecting it because some of it started aging up. Hopefully that'll speed up the rest of it. I did find out today, after I've been aging my copper the wrong way this whole time since it was introduced to the game, it's actually more efficient if you sort of do it as like these weird diagonal squares rather than in a typical sort of 4x4 space. I did lay it out originally with a 3x3 gap and realised my mistake and had to take it all back down to do it all over again. But this is just... for a trapdoor, which is the size of this. Like those two come from... oh, like 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those 6 blocks to make 2 of these. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to stop complaining about it, I think. I'm going to collect all the copper up. And, yeah, we'll get to work shortly. It's crazy. Okay, I've finally got all the resources together to do this build, and I'm very excited to get it started. It's been a lot of resource gathering. All of these shulker boxes here are all full of goodies. Where's the other one there? That are going to be used for this. I hope it's worth it. I think it will be. What I'm thinking we'll do is we'll start with the outside here so we can kind of get the frame of the building done. There'll be a couple of windows here, a couple more spots to look in, really, so let some light in. Try and make it look a little bit less flat around here. And the same thing kind of goes for the back. There'll be a few more windows, a couple more details, some more like machinery and stuff like that. You know, air conditioning vents, that sort of thing, just to give it a little bit more interest to look at, because it is very flat at the moment. So what I'm thinking is we'll start with that, and then I will jump back in and we will do the interior after the exterior is done, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so now that wall's finished, I'm really liking how it looks. We've got the sort of little storage bit here under sort of awning kind of thing. These are meant to look a bit like shutters, like the window's just been closed down. The copper grates just work so well here, I think. And yeah, I think it really matches with the rest of it so far. Obviously got the top bit, which isn't really accessible, so we have got the window on this side, and we're going to have another one on that side. I think it looks really nice. I think it works really well. Obviously got the pipings carried on. Same sort of themes that we're seeing on the rest of the building, really. Look around here. I love the sort of glass, the way it sort of adds a little bit more colour and texture to the wall. I think it looks really good. You can't even really pick out where the glass is, but you can see the sort of streaks of colour there, for example. When I zoom in, you can see it. But yeah, I'm happy with this. We do still have the back wall to do. So I think it would only make sense to get to that now. Well, ain't that nice? I thought I'd come back here for a bit of a longer shot of what it looks like now that the outside of the building is done. And I'm really happy with it. Obviously, we got the same sort of things that are going on in the rest of the building. There's nothing like particularly unique. Got these sort of, I don't even know what these are meant to look like. I just think they look cool like that. You got the little shelves outside, the what are they called? The window box kind of look things. It's similar to the one on the front. What is that? That's going to bug me. That's going to bug me. But anyway, I've got these ones. I think these look really cool. The only problem I have with these is when you get further back. See if we can show you. No, still not persevere. We're gonna have to go into this cave. Okay, we have to go into the cave. They eventually, yeah, there we go. They unload, unfortunately, but it's okay. I think when you're up close, they look good, and when you're far enough away, you don't really notice that they're gone. I don't think anyway. Although now I've said it for some reason. Why did I say that? You're gonna notice it now. I've ruined the whole thing. I'll take it down. Nah. Got the windows up at the top. Air conditioning unit again. I really like it. I'm happy with it. It does mean that it's now time for the main event, the whole thing, which is doing the interior in here. You can see there's a lot of work to be done. So like this is going to fill it out, make it look a little bit tidier. Put the machine in here. I still haven't told you what the machine is. That'll be exciting. A nice little surprise. Put a ceiling up here. Put the backs on those windows because I haven't done them yet. Oops. Yeah. So what we'll do, I think, we'll bring the resources in and then start placing blocks. Okay, so we've made a really good start in here. We put our walkway in to sort of overlook the machine and our staircase up to it, using our very expensive trapdoors, more valuable than diamonds, you know. We've rounded off some of the edges, but I think this is really nice. It's a nice way to have a little look down on what's going on down there. This is where the machine's going to be. The machine, which I've still not specified what it is, although I think the title might be a giveaway. We've got the storage here. There's plenty of barrels. It'll be more than enough for what we need. And same over here. But yeah, it's sort of rounded it off. I brought out this wall with the strip spruce wood just to make it look a little bit sort of different to the rest of it, because we don't really want the sort of, you know, aged wood pattern on every wall. We'd like a little bit of difference here and there. One thing I do really like is putting these pistons at the top of the shutter. So from outside, I'll show you. So from outside, the shutters, you know, look like the ones you saw earlier. I think they look really cool. I really like the use of like the chiseled bookshelf with the loom. I think it looks really cool. But I think when you're inside, to know it's there, we're not going to do it for this one because it doesn't exist. Shh, you don't know about that. But for this one, I think the piston actually makes it look believable, like it could actually function. So I like that. I'm a fan of it. So what we'll do now, I think we'll look at probably putting in the ceiling, because it's going to be quite difficult to deal with all the windows up here and everything. I think it will look a bit too much when we're done in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a full ceiling here, and then, you know what, you'll see, you'll like it. You'll like it, I do. That's what we're going to do. So we'll jump to that now. Okay, so we have our full ceiling in now. I think it looks really nice up there with the dark prismarine and the copper. I think it contrasts really well with the nice sort of the wooden colours. The sort of dark green, and also, you know, the copper kind of matches with a little bit else of what we got going on. This bit here, however, is a mess. So what I've done is I've set up some scaffolding to climb on up. And what I'm thinking we'll do here is try and bring this through a little bit. Sort of similar to how we've done here, except it'll be a higher bit on the wall. Okay, and then what I think we're going to want to do is hide a lot of this. So if we bring in my dark prismarine slabs across here, the next layer would be here. I don't think we actually need to go any further than that. And then up to here, maybe? Let's have a look what that looks like. I think that will look pretty good. Yeah, so if we finish taking the spruce up to the ceiling, maybe not quite as high as that. Maybe we'll stop at the top of the window and we'll sort of see how that looks. Yeah, I think it's definitely tidier. I think hopefully once we brought in some of the other things we're going to be putting around, it will look a little bit less sort of obvious, I suppose. It really stands out at the moment. But the space already looks a lot cleaner than it did when we started. Now it's time to do some redstone. While Cinematic Maffoo is building the farm, I thought I'd tell you to go and check out K1 Inc on YouTube. They're the person who made the original design, the tutorial I followed for the designing of this farm. I modified it slightly so it's a little bit smaller than theirs, but pretty much the same thing. The tutorial is really easy to follow, I fully recommend it. The link is down below in the video description if you want to go check them out and give them a little bit of love too. Okay, so I've had to come back to the storage room because we need some glass bottles, quite a lot of them actually. That's 3 stacks, I need 9 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 3. Okay, sorted. And of course I've not made enough, so I'll come back to get some more. Just take the rest of those. If it's too many, it's too many. We'll head back over because the machine is actually finished now. And I can show you how it works. When I do this, maybe the first one's a dud. Let's try that. And there we go, it's working, sweet. So what this is doing is turning all the dirt that I place into mud. And then when it gets to the end, it pushes it along like that. And eventually this whole platform will be full up. And when it gets full up, as it's about to now, this should become locked. Yeah, excellent. So it's working perfectly. And then eventually the mud will dry out and all we'll have here is clay. And then we can collect the clay, and that is what the whole point of this farm is. I think it's really cool. Okay, so now that our farm is working away brilliantly, we do need to add the finishing touches to really make this place, you know, something cool, something nice to come into. Basically, you know, the finishing touches, the pretty bits. So we will get to them now. We're going to have some plants and some sort of candles, a couple of shelves here. I think it would be good. We'll put a nice border on the flooring to kind of denote where the machine is. Turn these lights on because at the moment they're very much off. Put the barrels here to put our dirt in. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. So let's get those details done now. The whole thing is finished and I love it so much. We've got our candles, our flowers, things to make it feel a little bit more warm and comforting. Not that, you know, a clay farm would necessarily be comforting, but it is what it is. We've got our shelves with little chests, a couple more flowers. Obviously, we've got our staircase up here to look down from above. And this amazing light, which I'm super, super happy with. I think it looks so cool. Fits the room perfectly. I'm just so happy with it. I love it. I think it's great. And I hope you really like it too. Because, well, that would be awesome. That would make two people with really good taste. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm telling myself. And that's what I'm telling you. Ow. That's what I'm telling you. I'm so happy. It's come together so well. I'm really proud. And just like that, we've come to the end of today's video. I know, over so quick. God. I really, really like how the build's turned out. I think it looks so cool. It's a great addition to the world. I love it. I hope you guys really like it too. I worked really hard on it. If you liked the video and think it deserves it, maybe leave a little like rating. That would tell me that you liked it. Obviously, that's what the like button's for. Good sentence. But yeah, if you've enjoyed, then maybe drop a sub too if you want to see me do more Minecraft videos in the future. I've had a lot of fun doing this one. It's a lot of work though. Jeez. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Cool. You look after yourself now. Take care. Bye.